it's been a brutal season, and it's not even. This was supposed to be a fun season, and it's way more painful than 2 years ago. Even though we won 2 games 2 years ago, because 2 years ago we were designed to lose.
Yeah,
I mean, this is like. I just get me to the draft, get me to hopefully Ben Johnson, probably not.
Hey, before we get going today, I want to talk about the beer sponsor of this show. It's the great tasting, less filling Miller Lite. From family gatherings to holiday parties with your friends, this season is for enjoying time with the most important people in your life. Chief, where are you putting your case of Miller this Christmas?
They're going to be stationed strategically. I have one already in the back of the car. That's coming out to my parents. I got one on the back deck. They're all living outside for the foreseeable future.
Yes, that's nice, Dave. A nice personal refrigerator just outside your door.
You better believe it, Ed.
It's the one positive of
It's
one.
the benefit of winter.
Pretty much the only good thing about this fall is Miller Lite.
Yeah, so
One of the few good things, at least.
make the holidays even better with Miller Lite, the great tasting, less filling, light beer for people who love beer. It tastes like Miller time. Great stocking stuffer.
Oh, great. Good call.
Yeah, toss it in the stocking. Make sure you show up to your party with it, and make memories at year-end gatherings. Tastes like Miller time. Go to MillerLite.com/midshow to find delivery options near you, or you could pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere that they sell beer. Tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces. Fewer calories and carbs than premium regular beer. Also, another Chicago classic that would be a great stocking stuffer, a gift card to Portillo's.
I mean, you hit them all. You touch them all. Gift card to Portillo's would be incredible.
Yeah.
That's something everybody wants and needs.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, what's lunch? Hey, I got the Portillo's gift card. Of course I'm going to Portillo's. So you could sprinkle in the holiday spirit as well with the candy cane shake. It's back. Order yours now. You can embrace the winter with that candy cane shake, and it's available now for a limited time. If you're seeing this, it's meant to be. Go get your candy cane shake now. We promise it's as good as it looks. Get your candy cane shake today. Imagine walking into your wherever your Christmas is, and you just bring a bunch of candy cane shakes. Just get like 6 larges.
You might as well dress up like Santa.
Exactly.
Because you are bringing the gifts.
Pour in a little cup, you know, it'd be great. So we love Portillo's, obviously, the burgers, the beefs, the dogs. We're going to be there with them at that last game, week 18, handing them out. So we hope to see you out there. And have a great holiday and order Portillo's today. It is a great idea to get that chocolate cake, that eclair cake, the strawberry shortcake, the lemon cake, you name it. Get it for dessert.
Yeah.
Well, listen, at least me and Dave, I feel like Chief could bake up some nice. Me and Dave.
I don't know how to bake. I don't do baking.
Okay. All right,
That's too much math.
Yeah,
Leave that to the experts at
math.
Portillo's.
It's great. So go do that. It's a great way to do it. All right, it's a stretch. Bears have now lost 9 in a row. 2 games left. Quick turnaround. Lucky us. We get to watch the Bears play the Seahawks in 3 days. I don't even know where to start. I think no one's surprised, but here we are.
Ben Johnson's application.
Yeah, that was nice. And I thought Caleb looked okay as his
Right in front of
audition
him,
in front of him. I did look, because yesterday was like the equinox or whatever, or the solstice, one of those two.
What?
Solstice.
Solstice? Equinox?
It's a
The
solstice.
21st, when the season changed.
It's a solstice.
Yesterday was the 21st?
Yeah, days
Yeah.
are getting longer now, dude.
Yeah.
Yesterday was the 22nd, but yeah.
Yeah. So I did look to
Damn,
be like,
I'm lost in time.
did the Bears win a game in the fall? Because that was like a legitimate thought I had. Like, did they go the entire
21st
fall,
through-
go from
yeah.
September to December without a win? They did get early October was their last.
Jack-
They haven't won a game since Jay Cutler got a DUI,
I saw that.
Oh,
which does feel like a million years ago.
Yeah.
That was 60. I saw yesterday in Reddit, I think 66 days ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't, I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
We knew we were going to lose this game. Ben Johnson, that was his application. That big
However,
play,
Does he want to go to this dumpster fire? Because he's going to have options.
he said it was reported he was intrigued. It was also
Oh.
reported the Bears would drop the bag.
yeah.
I'm all on the Ben Johnson. I don't think we're going to get him, but I'm all in on.
You don't think so?
I don't know, because I just. I'm as down as down
you,
can
you
be.
assume the worst.
But
What is some more attractive job? Is it the Giants with the number one pick?
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, that's what
about
I
that,
mean.
Yeah.
But I do think there's more of a chance on him than Vrabel.
Yeah, Vrabel's also, and credit to him, I love Vrabel. I consider him a friend. We've had him on a million times, and he's been a stoolie forever. Good job, Vrabel. Every single job in America has wants Vrabel.
Yeah.
I've talked to Giants fans, Raiders fans, Ohio State fans.
I heard a Penn State fan say it.
It's
Like they're
crazy.
tired of Franklin. They want
He
Vrabel.
deserves it. He's an awesome coach. Jobs that aren't even open want Vrabel.
Yeah.
Hank wants Vrabel. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he can name his price. But I'm all in on Ben Johnson. I just get me a guy who's going to make Caleb's. It's all about Caleb. We've said this a million times, but he's been good this season. He's obviously had some ups and downs, but the totality of this season, like if you're watching Caleb Williams play football and you're not excited about his future specifically, you're a dummy or a hater. Lots still to work on, but we're going somewhere.
But his YouTube highlight reel is going to be like 13 minutes. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Like if you just watch that, you'd be like, oh, fuck.
Are you playing him the last week of the season?
Yeah.
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 Are the
Packers.
are the dummies and the haters getting to you yet?
No, I listen. It's kind of like at this point, it's like you're either watching the games or you're not. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and also you're either cherry picking. Like if you've watched Bo Nix and thought it's been all perfect, you're lying. If you've watched Jaden Daniels and thought it's been all perfect, now have they had probably more extended? Their teams are winning, and they've had some stretches that have looked really good. But every rookie quarterback has had bad games, bad moments, and good moments. And at the end of the day, he just broke the record for most yards for a Bears rookie quarterback. He's the 13th guy. You ready for this stat, guys? He is the 13th season the Bears have had, 3,000-yard passing season. The Bears have had in 105 years. Eli Manning has 14 of those of his own. Matt Ryan has 14 of his own. Eli Manning and Matt Ryan just singularly by themselves have more 3,000-yard passing seasons than the Chicago Bears franchise of 105 years. But either way, I stumbled on that insult stat, and it was like, oh, my God. But either way, he has 3,000 yards. He is – I kind of want them to not even run the ball. I want him to try to get the record. I think it's like
600
He
something. right?
needs
Yeah, it's like
like 385 a game or something.
385 a game, I think, is for 4,000.
For 4,000.
Which would be awesome because then we
Yes.
get rid of that meme. I don't think he's going to get that. But to beat Eric Kramer, I think he needs like 360.
I can't
Just
believe,
pass.
I can't believe that.
It's not even
It's,
that.
Well, it's not going to be hard because they ran the ball 11 times. They threw the ball 40.
Yeah, they can't run the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's going to be that difficult, I guess.
How far off Rodgers' interception mark? It's Rodgers, right? Who has the interception mark?
He's not too far.
He can't be that far off.
Yeah. Which I don't give a fuck
I don't
about
give a
that.
fuck. I don't either.
I actually
but-
I would
Rather him sling.
I'm actually not like a fan of that stat. It's good that he hasn't thrown interceptions because obviously that could be a problem for a rookie quarterback, but I do think the Bears none of their game plan has made sense pretty much for the last 2 months.
No.
Where every single game starts and they're just like they don't let it rip until they're already down.
And he's particularly kind of a slow starter himself. Like outside of the game plan. Like I feel like every first drive he has a throw that's like
just a shit throw, yeah. Like even on an easy pass, it'll be like an
weird.
8, 5 to 10 yard out, like, and it's just behind.
Strange.
I feel like that was
behind the receiver.
You think that's still a problem? I feel like that was a bigger problem in the beginning.
Nah,
Did it
it
again
has
this week.
been.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did it
it
again
has
this
been.
week.
But I'm pumped about his future specifically. The organization as a whole is a dumpster fire and will continue to be so. That's separate. But for the first time, I mean, like that, Caleb looks like a dude.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'll tell you what, the part that I'm excited about for him, he's got to obviously figure out some things still, and he will get better. But holy shit, when we get some guys who can actually run a scramble drill and run back to the ball, because there are so many times that he eludes the rush and will extend the play in the pocket or outside the pocket, and there'll just be no one open.
Mm-hmm.
It's like those are the plays where, like, as special and incredible as Patrick Mahomes is, it's also partially because Travis Kelce knows how to come back to the ball. You know what I mean? And like these guys know how to find that space. Yeah. So once we get guys who can get on that same page, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and just an offensive game plan that works. I don't. Why do we not like Cole? Like, why do we extend him? Why do we not look at Bowers if we're just not going to fucking use him?
I don't know.
He's got 6 targets since the first Minnesota game.
It's crazy. He did have that one game at the beginning of the year.
Like 10 or
where I think it was
the Jaguars
game. Yeah.
But seriously, what the
he had
fuck?
the 2 touchdowns. Yeah, it was the London game. He was awesome in London, and then they just removed him from the
A
game.
tight end is a rookie quarterback or a bad quarterback's best friend.
Yeah.
He
just don't use him.
He was pretty pissy after the game.
He was. That's the most frustrated I've ever seen him. Like, he wasn't. It's only one of those things, if you know him and you kind of watch him a lot, you could tell. But that's the most visibly frustrated I've seen him for sure.
Yeah, I he's probably had a bad couple of weeks because, obviously the layoffs
at Chicago.
Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
And then people were blaming him, which, like, those layoffs sucked. Laying people off a week before Christmas is bullshit.
Yeah.
And, like, there's some really good people that they laid off, some really hard workers and talented people. And it feels like we've seen this a million times. A lot of these media companies just get ahead of their skis very quickly. I just think that the Cole hate was misdirected just in the fact that, like, we know it because we work in this industry. Like, when you sign someone like Cole, that's advertisers want to be attached to a professional athlete. Whether you like his show or not, he's probably bringing in dollars.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like that's why that happens. So getting mad at Cole Kmet, be mad at the owners of the company.
Yeah.
Don't be mad at Cole Kmet.
Well,
Just in that, like, be mad at him for his play. That's fine. I'm not saying that. Like, we like Cole, but I'm not. He's not. You can obviously criticize him for his play, whatever you want to do. But, like, the podcast thing, I thought was just misdirected because the way the business works is, like, you sign a current Chicago Bear, and there are advertisers at the door wanting to line up and pay money, and that's why he wasn't let go. And the guys who were let go shouldn't have been let go, especially before Christmas. But I just thought that was misdirected. So I think he's probably had a tough couple of weeks.
It's a very good point. It's devoid
the
of
human
any,
element of it. He's getting, like, I just saw online, he was getting just shit on constantly.
Like, how is this guy a millionaire?
Yeah, like, how is he getting paid? It's like, well, that's just how, like, business works.
weird.
Like, if you play in the NFL, you're gonna probably demand more advertising dollars from that keeps the company going.
And
Like,
no one even
we sign NFL players,
right.
and they bring in money.
We've brought in a bunch of athletes who didn't, but it was like, hey, it's like, he's an athlete. Sorry, it's
Right.
Like, well, yeah,
It's
you're right.
Right, like, could you say, like, guys, I think you probably know this. John Gruden makes more money than you guys. Like, is that fair? Because you guys have been here longer. Like, but he also is a Super Bowl winning head coach. That will have more advertisers pay for him.
I can't take my eyes off him. Too.
He's electric.
Yeah,
I like that.
It's probably a bad example because he is electric.
I never knew this, but I kind of appreciate how much of a short he is.
He is a little short. Yeah.
He's a little bit of a short
You
guy.
should say that to his face.
I will. I am so
Will it be
bad.
to his face, or he's still taller than you, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, he's
Yeah,
got to be
okay.
taller than me.
But
I think the only guy is Jerry, who's shorter than me.
The whole company?
What did Cole say after the game? I missed it.
It wasn't so much what he said; it's how he said it.
Yeah.
You know, like, he was just like, like, I'm tired of saying we need to do things better. Like, it just was like tired of being a
Season
broken
is-
record.
Yeah, and he's like, we lost by 17.
Yeah.
He's like, so whatever we're talking, like, yeah, Kayla was great. Well, we lost by 17.
Yeah.
And, like, it was like the most pissy he's ever been in the media. And then it just made me think of the comment he made. What was it? Probably before the years. Like, I don't have that many years left. And he's like, I've never won anything.
For sure,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah.
So
You've
he's
seen
probably
it from Jalen Johnson too. The frustration has started because, like, these guys, the careers in the NFL are not long.
This
Right.
is year 5 for him?
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
he's on his
that's
second deal
half
now.
his-
After
so-
2020.
Half his career,
Right.
probably.
And he's
He
never.
said that to us this summer.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope this is the year. If I have 10, I'm lucky.
Yeah,
you know?
he's like, I got 3 to 5 left.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that maybe that was part of it too, where it's like end of the year, it's like Christmas, you
Another
lose the
burnt
Lions
season.
again. It was never like they were never in that game.
Oh, and I'll tell you, no one has to have it worse for the holidays than him. You know?
Staying here.
Yeah, you know, all the family, like, probably all Bears fans, is probably a mess. Hey, let's pause for a second here to talk about DraftKings. It's the most wonderful time of the year for getting in on all the hoops, football, and hockey action at DraftKings Sportsbook. In the season of giving, we're being gifted college football and basketball, pro football and basketball, and pro hockey too. Almost 24/7. So many games every day, so many opportunities to place your first bet. Try betting on something simple like picking a team to win. Go to the DraftKings Sportsbook app and place your bet. And here's a gift for all new customers. Bet $5 to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. That's nice, guys.
Yeah.
That's
I'd
a
say.
nice. That's a nice one.
I'd say.
So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use code MID. That's code MID for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. When you bet just $5. Happy holidays from DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Yeah, no, it's eggshells. I mean, it's been a brutal season, and it's not even. This was supposed to be a fun season, and it's way more painful than 2 years ago, even though we won 2 games 2 years ago, because 2 years ago we were designed to lose.
Yeah,
and this is like, I just get me to the draft, get me to hopefully Ben Johnson, probably not.
Why do you say probably not? Just because the Bears will fuck it up?
Yeah, I don't know how this is all going to play out. I think I had the tweet, but like I've since we didn't record last week because you guys were in Minnesota. I think Ryan Poles has to go.
I do too.
I like him as a person. I think that if you keep him, you're doing the same thing that you did last year, where it's like the timeline is not. You're going to have a coach come in, and they're going to say, well, the coach has to be comfortable with Ryan Poles. Okay, well, there's 32 of these jobs. Any coach will come in and be like, yeah, I'm comfortable with Ryan Poles. And then if the team is bad again, they're going to be like, Ryan Poles is got to go. And then you're going to have our GM who didn't hire the coach, who didn't draft the quarterback, and everything's like, just fucking start. Like, if Ben Johnson has his guy he wants to bring in to work with, do it. And bring them together and have it be cohesive and don't have it be a shotgun marriage, which I think Ryan Poles was kind of. I mean, Matt Eberflus was hired 2 days after Ryan Poles was hired. That was probably a shotgun marriage. So
Napoleon.
Right. And I think Ryan Poles has had the deck stacked against him in ways, because the Kevin Warren piece he did not expect when he took the job, but he also has made a lot of mistakes. And watching the Bears and being like, we took a fucking a project offensive lineman with the third round pick and a punter with the 4th round pick, that was so arrogant for a team that looks like this.
Yeah,
you're right.
And there's been a million things like that. Like when we went to that Minnesota game, you're seeing it and you're just like, how we were sold and we all believed that this was a good roster. But you look at Tremaine Edmonds, like he doesn't look like
he looks
this
bad
stud player, and it's like you let Roquan leave. Now he's probably the best linebacker in the NFL, and he doesn't make that much more than Tremaine Edmonds. And it's the whole thing, the Claypool trade, the whole offensive line, where I feel like if they had Harbaugh, they're probably not taking Rome. They're probably they're having a different style of offense and different priorities, and it's just like I don't even know how good this 53 is.
Yeah, where I'm starting to have a lot of concerns is the position groups that we thought were going to be the best, and like the horses of this team have kind of been really shaky. Like our secondary, they look like they don't communicate
Stevenson
at all.
looks like ass.
Like every time there's a play, like it's like someone like talking around, like, oh, you right? Like, do you see that confusion?
That's got to be the coach turnover though too.
Is it too much of a crazy thing to just hire Eberflus as the DC next year?
Yes.
I mean, it kind of did. Like, he did keep the defense.
Yeah,
he was a good defensive coach.
Someone will hire him, and he's perfectly suited for a lower. He's not a head coach.
Yeah, but it's true. The rosters. I mean, this is year 3 of a rebuild, and the process was correct in that.
Yeah,
I think Ryan Poles went through the right things of turning over the roster, getting draft capital, all these things. He just has. Maybe not a great eye for, the talent that we needed here.
Yeah. Like
DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. He's, like, fine, but...
he's a luxury player.
Right, and it's just, it felt like there was too many, like, hey, we're one player away from being a contender when we're not. Like, we're not in a better place 3 years into a rebuild, outside of, obviously, Caleb, than we were. Like, where are we better?
Only at quarterback.
Yeah.
Only at quarterback.
We need massive upgrades on defensive and offensive line.
Even a guy like Gerald Everett, who was like,
that made no sense.
And like we were like, where's Cole? He had a catch yesterday, and I was like,
I forgot.
Yeah.
I swear we just bring in these veteran tight ends like every couple years, and it's like, all right, like.
But he was supposed to be a guy.
Yeah.
Like he had good numbers, and he's good, with the ball in his hands, and they haven't used him at all.
Can I also, because we're just going over the roster, I'm done with Cairo Santos.
Yeah.
You can't be in the NFL right now and be like, 55 yards is out of his range. Did you watch the Cowboys game last night?
Yeah. Yes.
The minute they hit the 40-yard line, it was automatic 3 points.
Yeah.
But
change the game.
I can take a guy missing a couple 45-yarders if his leg can possibly make a 60-yarder. You can't be in today's NFL and be like 55 yards out of his range.
And I think him and Elliott are different cases as well. Like something's going wrong with Elliott, it feels like.
Right.
Feels
he
like
used to hit those.
Like he's like in his head, but you're right. Cairo's just, he's never really had that in his
nice
bag.
player, but like you just can't be in today's NFL. It's just a competitive disadvantage to have a kicker who cannot kick a 55-yarder. That's just, you can't have
Yeah. No, you're very right.
Yeah, there's not one good unit. There's not one good position group. It's just
Caleb.
Yeah.
I'm just excited about Caleb.
Yeah.
That's
It's just Caleb. Well, there it is. I mean, I think Cole's good. They just don't use him.
There's some good players, but I'm saying like the only one that I'm like, if you ask me who's going to be on this team in 5 years, it might just be Caleb.
Yeah.
Rome had a weird game.
Yeah, he made some nice
but-
plays, but he obviously the 2 fumbles.
I think that he probably was like, all right, enough of this shit. Like, I'm better than this. That's like how because he was good after that, I thought.
Yeah. But to answer your question, Dave, like why Ben Johnson wouldn't want this job is because I again, it goes back to the organization. Like, who is you come in here and it's like, who's your boss? What is the actual, like, how much are you actually being given? Like, are you getting the support you need? Are you going to be able to hire the staff you want? Are you going to be able to hire the scouts you want? Are you going to be able to, are they going to spend money in the right places? The answer is probably no. So that's where we're at it's going to be someone who believes in Caleb to a level where it's like, I can deal with all the other bullshit.
I'm not trying to defend the Bears, and I would never do so because of, the entirety of my life being what they have been. But like, he hasn't been a head coach yet. So does he have the ability to be like, I want my GM? I don't know that he does.
No, he does, because it doesn't matter about being a head coach or not. It's about
leverage,
supply.
That's
and demand.
what I'm saying. Does he have the leverage?
Yeah, anyone's going to hire him.
One team's going to.
All it takes is one team to be like, here's the keys, dude. Take it, and he'll just go do that.
Yep.
Now he might not want that team. Like, there could be a team, like the Saints are like, here are the keys. He might be like, well, you guys, the car sucks.
Yeah.
But we are the shotgun wedding kings. So
right. So I don't know. Just start fresh, and it sucks. I like polls a lot, but it's just the reality of it is like we're year 3 of a rebuild, and I do not feel like. I feel like we've just we treaded water.
I mean, there's no excuses to have virtually the same record as we did 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's another 9-game losing. What was our losing streak 2 years ago? I mean, it was like 10 or 11.
Yeah, we're not going to win. We're not going to win again in November or December.
No.
That's fucking insane.
It's crazy.
That's
crazy.
Insane. It's also like one of those things too. Like, I heard Max's call in the shred line. It's great, by the way. But it's like, I want you to shake him like that kid in Billy Madison. It's like, you know how good you have it, that's the shit you care about right now?
Yeah.
And it's all relative, don't get me wrong.
No,
he's valid for having those emotions. But
totally, like, we can't even get to that.
No,
that's what I mean.
We can't get, like,
that's what I mean.
I can't get worked up because it's like, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
No, that game didn't bother me at all.
No.
Yeah.
It just was what it was.
Yeah.
It was like kind of background music.
Yeah,
Holidays.
it was what it was.
Yeah.
It was just,
I was wrapping Christmas presents.
expected to lose by a lot, lost by a lot.
I just really, truly wonder if the McCaskies' emotions are ever inflamed by seeing that type, like seeing the trick play and seeing Goff and all the boys is laughing on the sidelines.
I
Like,
feel like I would be so embarrassed.
I mean, we all are.
Yeah.
Right? How are they not feeling that way? I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't get it either. It doesn't really make sense. I guess it's something about, they just talk about history and shit. It's like no one gives a fuck.
Yeah.
I wonder if everyone just gets like their $40 million a year in their Christmas stocking.
That's
it.
it.
Another successful year for the
That's exactly what it is.
All
Put on a DVD, the 85 Bears.
Yeah,
Exactly. Yeah. Buy extra Cracker Jacks for the suite.
Yeah.
And that's just how it is. But I don't know. Also want to talk about Cars.com. Want to find a trustworthy dealer and see dealership reviews from shoppers like you? Cars.com offers the latest research, shopping tools, and dealership reviews to help every shopper find the perfect car. Shop by monthly payment or filter by features to find the cars that fit your budget and needs. Cars.com, the pain points it can address is just second to none.
If you're getting a car in 2025 and you're not starting that process at Cars.com, you have made a mistake.
You have. It addresses, a lot of the things you don't want to do.
Or don't know how.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it's just nice to see all the numbers in front of you on your screen. It's hard to go out there and really be in the mix.
It's so easily organized. You can do it, your real cost per month. And Cars.com breaks that down perfectly.
Yeah, so visit Cars.com and start exploring your next possibility today. It's that simple, guys. One more time, Cars.com. Start exploring your next possibility today and see what you want to get yourself into. Go do it. Anything else Bears-wise besides we talk about some lighter news?
No, I don't really have anything other than I would like Ben Johnson. I credit to Caleb for toughing out this season. I mean, it's apologized a million times about how wrong I was.
Tough as fucking nails.
Yeah, and this season he's gone through 3 OCs, a head coach change, organization in disarray, and he's still playing good ball. So it's crazy. I'm very excited about him, but everything else is just a shit show.
It's weird. I'm gonna end this season every bit as confident that the Bears found their quarterback as I started the season personally. However, it's like it doesn't matter.
No,
I did start the year being like, even the Bears can't mess him up.
That's what changed.
I'm like,
well, he's not. I don't think he's gonna be messed up. He's that good.
Yeah, but I could see.
But I don't think
I could see a
him.
better version of Baker Mayfield where he goes off somewhere else and becomes.
Completely.
Right. So, and I guess the only
Goff.
thing to look forward, I am nervous that if it's not Vrabel or Ben Johnson, then we're fucked.
Yeah.
And it's what is even the point of looking at football next year?
You're right, Dave, and I think that's what you stood on when you said the 12-16 immediately. That's not going to happen, But talent-wise, he's probably there.
He's
but
gonna, I would like.
Is he a top 12? Is he the 12-16 range right away?
After I'm pretty sure I listed off what I kind of wanted his stats to be at worst, like his median stats for the first episode of this. And I think he'll end up right about there. How he got there, obviously not what I expected at all, and I thought there was going to be a lot more winning involved. Considering that 3-headed monster at receiver and, signing Swift and Cole being like a 3rd or 4th target, I thought they were going to win a lot more, and they didn't. And there's a lot of organizational rot.
Also, Thomas Brown, you're a fucking pussy, dude.
Yeah.
That field goal was insane. You're a 4-win team. You're a 4-win team.
He's not really coaching for much. He's not going to get a head coaching job or anything. Fucking go out there and let it rip. Who gives a shit?
Do what the Jets did yesterday. They lost. They did not punt once. No. They scored 9
exactly.
points.
I don't
They just went for it every time.
Every single time.
Treat it like a bowl game.
Yes.
Who cares?
Yeah.
There's no difference in losing by 17 and losing by 10. Let your fucking quarterback play. He was pissed. Caleb was pissed when they did that field goal. And he should be.
Yeah.
There's no way they win Thursday, right? Seattle needs it. I mean, I'm not saying I like Seattle, but
I don't know. Seattle can't really run the ball.
Yeah.
That's what's been we've been getting gashed on the run game.
Yeah. They'll probably figure it out on Thursday.
Yeah, because if they win, I think that sets them up for a Week 18 showdown versus the Rams, right? For the playoff spot?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
They'll
I think we're locked in no matter what. We can't fall past the 10th pick.
No, okay.
And it's a bad year to be bad because everyone's
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year, I think the Cardinals were the 4th pick and they had 4 wins. Last year, the 4th pick the 4-win teams this year are picking
8,
9, 10. Yeah. It's pretty crazy.
On a positive note,
who did the Patriots play their last game? The last 2 games?
They played the Bills, the Chargers, and the Bills.
So then
the Raiders. The Raiders play the Chargers as well. I think the Raiders fucked themselves. I think it's going to be the Giants. The Giants are going to have the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
Because the Giants aren't going to win again, and they're a dumpster fire as well.
They're very bad.
Yeah.
Positive note.
He's back.
Oh, hell yeah. Sammy, I know.
Yeah. That was great news.
He's back.
Yeah.
Back. Still made no sense that the Ricketts made him apologize.
I take exception to it. I think Sammy should have held his ground and just been like, you want my
Well, he didn't really
apology?
apologize either.
Fuck
That was so
yourselves.
Sammy, where he was just like, I did some things.
Yeah.
He never will say I did stuff. But you know what? He shouldn't.
He's probably thinks he's going to go to jail.
Yeah.
Probably like someone in his brain were like, what if they send me to
Testified in
jail?
front of Congress.
I mean, the whole thing is so stupid. I said the other day, it's like the Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire and Barry Bonds and all these guys, they saved baseball. They saved baseball after there was a strike, and baseball is a dying sport. And they saved baseball, and then what do they get from it? They get shunned by baseball for life.
Yeah.
While Bud Selig, who let it happen, willingly let it happen, is in Cooperstown.
He's in Cooperstown.
It's so stupid.
That 98 to 04, I swear, is the best.
I kind of like learned how to read because of them in a way. That was I swear to God, it was like pre-internet, pretty much. Not completely, obviously, but pretty much. And I would run to the gas station down the street with 50 cents. I'd steal from my dad's like change jar or whatever, and go get the newspaper and fan it out on the living room floor and like just read every ounce of it. What Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire did that night before.
Yeah, he's back. It's good for. I mean, again, the Ricketts.
They're quickly. I'll never hate anybody as much as I hate Jerry Reinsdorf at any point in my life, but they're like skyrocketing up my hate list.
No.
They're ruining fucking baseball.
The Ricketts?
They're bad part of the problem.
I if they don't sign Kyle Tucker long term, then I will be with you.
Yeah.
But,
I just can't say
bad
that they're
part
like
of the
the only team that has made me happy in the last week, 2 weeks. So.
yeah.
Like they made a good trade, and they're bringing back Sammy.
They
I'm sorry.
they made a good trade.
I get
but
where your
the Sammy
perspective
Sosa
is.
stuff. Why they had nothing to do with the Cubs, or they
Agreed.
weren't Cubs fans. They
Agreed.
what are they accepting?
I
know, but that made me so angry.
They acknowledge it's a
And
low bar, but that's where we're at.
however we got here, we're
Understand.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I'm like, if I were Sosa, I would have said, don't come up and say fuck off.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
I
Nothing you're saying
agree.
is wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, and I have my problem with the Ricketts right now too, just because I mean, if they don't sign Kyle Tucker, it's like, I mean, they did the list of the biggest contracts each franchise. Ours is Jason
How old is
Hayward.
Kyle Tucker? Like 28?
Jason Hayward is the most money they ever spent.
Yeah, I couldn't believe
The
that.
fucking
180
joke.
million.
And I think that's a big thing, right? They
He's
have
27.
Hayward PTSD, and that's why they don't
I
want to
guess,
do it again?
but you won a World Series. He
yeah.
was the luxury piece on the. It didn't work out, but like, I don't know. It's just
What was Lester? 160?
Money for production, though.
That worked
he's
out
one of
well.
the worst signings ever.
Yeah.
yeah, no, it's a bad signing. But again, like, you make so much money.
Yeah,
All they do is print money at Wrigley.
yeah.
They fucking print money.
And they own everything around it.
They own everything around it.
Yes.
They got the fucking Winter Village going,
Yep.
and the
Dead and Co. and Pearl Jam and shit
Yeah.
all summer long.
Big Ten. It's Northwestern second stadium.
They're,
yeah, they
that
got the Winter Classic. I mean, it's just
they print money.
and they just don't want to spend it. It's crazy.
No, they need to. I don't know. They got to the point where they won the World Series, and I think they were like, "Hey, we did it for you guys." Like,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did.
That,
we're
which
good.
is a bullshit train of thought.
Which is the Chicago way.
Yeah.
It's like you just do it once, and then you can be like, well, we'll just sell memorabilia and nostalgia
Yeah.
for the rest.
well, McCaskey's laid down the prototype. So.
Yep.
Yeah, 85, 2005, 2016, the 90s with the Bulls.
Yeah, it's just
That's
that's
The
it.
dynasty with the Hawks.
Not building for. I mean, even the 2016 team that was supposed to be built for many years.
It was torn down basically by the pandemic.
Yeah, yeah.
After 2020.
And it's crazy because
Mickey Mouse.
guess what? Years keep flying by. Like
Yeah.
the fact that we're gonna be we're 9 years. We're about to be 9 years.
That's crazy.
Is nuts.
It's
It
insane.
really is crazy.
Like it feels like it was yesterday, and it was 9 years ago.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
I loved this move by Jed though, just to put him in a box.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You better fucking sign him. Yeah.
And you have a chance because he's
That's
not
a
a Boris
400
guy. He's
that's
not a Boris
$400
guy.
million deal.
But you could sign him while he's still on the team. Like Boris will
Yeah.
never let one of his players
Not go to
not
the
go to
market,
free agency. He might get.
He might
They
get
should do
5.
it. They should
Yeah.
do it.
He's that good.
Yeah, I mean, I think the strategy this year is going to be just win every game 2-1 with a Kyle Tucker 2-run homer.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm genuinely excited though for him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought you brought.
They haven't
well-
had a star since MVP Chris Bryant.
yeah. It was what we've been asking for. Give us one guy in the lineup who other teams are afraid of, because that just wasn't. I mean, maybe Cody Bellinger 2 years ago, like teams, but still, like they just give us one guy that the teams are like, all right, he's a problem.
Does it bother you at all that we gave him up for a bag of balls, basically?
Who Cody Bellinger?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a cheap move. That was a move where it's just like they did the Kyle Tucker move, and then it's like, wait, you just You just did that with Cody Bellinger?
Yeah, because I think they got hit with 500. It was like 500,000 over the tax. They were like the last team that got hit by the tax.
Yeah.
Dodgers got hit for 100 mil.
And they don't care.
That's
Winning.
crazy.
Don't
And
care.
they were talking to Juan Soto.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
Hey, I want to take a second to talk about Pop-Tarts. The Pop-Tarts Bowl coming up this Saturday through 30 p.m. Eastern, December 28th on ABC. 2 teams, 3 edible mascots, and a packed Camping World Stadium, Iowa State, Miami. There's going to be 3 mascots.
That's a great game.
It's a great game.
Awesome.
It is.
Yeah.
Game worth playing.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Okay.
You don't really know, which mascot's going to be eaten. I like
Yeah.
that. That's like a little subplot throughout the whole game. It's like, oh, nice. Like, if you're rooting for Iowa State or Miami, you're just watching.
It's almost like the turkey on Thanksgiving, the presidential pardon. Like which one of these mascots gets to live?
Yeah, exactly.
The trophy's awesome too, by the way. I saw your picture with it, with the toaster, with like the football toaster thing. It's incredible.
It's sick.
Yeah.
You're gonna eat the mascot after. That's how bowl games should be. When it's
What is it, Dave?
It's Americana.
It sure is.
Americana.
So catch all the crazy good moments and get a sneak peek of each mascot by following at Pop-Tarts US and at Pop-Tarts Bowl on social and visiting poptarts.com/bowl. This year, Pop-Tarts is bringing more flavor, more fun, and a whole lot of excitement. Don't miss it. Hey guys, ChevyDriveChicago.com. It's already the holiday season. Your local Chevy dealer has everything you want for your wish list. A new SUV, or perhaps the Equinox EV. Chevy has the gift that you want and need. Find your local dealer at ChevyDriveChicago.com today. And if you're not shopping for a new car and just need to make sure your car is safe and weather ready for the season, your local Chevy dealer service center is the place to go.
I just went.
Okay?
So you borrowed my car for something, and you're like, your oil's real low. Not anymore. I'm at 100%, bro. Got that taken care of. Went to Chevy Drive Chicago, found the dealer that in the service station near me. Super easy. Made an appointment, got it in. They're all taken care of. I'm ready to go for the winter.
Yeah, if you're out there, check your oil levels.
Yeah.
That's the surefire way.
Especially during the winter.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a surefire way to have your car just fried.
Yeah. So I was down to 7%. That was a nice little thing on the dashboard where you can kind of scroll through. You're like, hey, my tires are this, my oil's that. The Blazer, that's what I got. I'm a Chevy guy through and through. Chevy Drive Chicago, the only place to start it.
Yep. So always find your local dealer at ChevyDriveChicago.com, the official truck partner of the Chicago Bears.
You're in the market, right, Dave?
Sure am.
Chevy time?
Chicago.
Let's go. Chevy time, baby.
Chevy. Did you guys see Friedman's Andrew Friedman, the Dodgers GM? Did you see his post signing presser like 2 weeks ago? Who they signed one of the stars, and he's like, I don't give a shit how much baseball fans across America hate the Dodgers right now. We have one goal, it's to win a World Series. If that goal is not met at the end of the year, we get better, and that's it.
Yeah.
How awesome is that?
Yeah. It's incredible.
That is good.
It's an awesome thing.
Sounds like people have interest in Vooch and Levine.
Yeah. Get him out of here.
Get them out.
Get him out of here. The Bulls getting like the 10th seed will drive me insane. Where are we at right now? Are we at the 10 seed? I mean,
I believe we're at the 10 seed, yeah.
The Sixers have to figure it out and get their shit together, because that's a team that you're like, you look at the standings, you're like, they have to finish above the Bulls.
Yeah. I don't know what the return's going to be on either of them, because Denver's the team that's really linked to Levine right now, and they don't have much to give up. They don't have first rounders that they could give up, and sounds like it would be Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah.
So
We're the 9th seed right now.
Ugh.
Just brutal. Get us out of there.
That's where Jerry wants to be, though, that playing game.
I know. Get us out of there. We need the Nets and the Sixers to start winning.
Mm-hmm.
It's just I can't take another 9-10 and just being like, oh, they made the playoffs and just lose our pick.
I know. We need to be bad.
We need to be
Need
Cooper
picks.
Flag
I know.
bad.
They
Yeah.
can't be hovering around there. And people are like, oh, do we extend Giddy? Do we not extend? Giddy's not.
Who fucking
Yeah,
cares?
I know.
Yeah.
But
Get picks.
yeah, but if he was not good enough for a team that's like trying to win the title this year,
Right.
I don't think he should
Yeah.
be a cornerstone.
See, our guy Caruso got paid, too.
Yeah, good for him.
Got like $84 million.
Yeah,
Good for him.
The basketball money is
It's
so
insane.
crazy.
It's
Yeah.
insane. College football playoff. Congrats.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah. What do you think about the Georgia game?
I think Notre Dame can win that game.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Beck's not going to play, right?
No.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't think they looked good against Indiana. So I'm not
Georgia's
optimistic.
not looked great outside
I
of
know.
the Texas game and a second half against Alabama, they haven't looked great this year.
You don't think Notre Dame looked great, you're saying?
Yeah, I thought Notre Dame looked pretty
Everyone's
bad.
bitching. Like, Notre Dame doesn't beat Indiana 10 times out of 10. Like, Indiana could win that game, like maybe twice, I think.
I don't
think
know.
so.
At
think
Notre
so.
Dame?
I think the
Maybe not
pumpkin
Notre
turned
Dame. Maybe
back-
not
or
at Notre Dame.
carried-
I actually think that game was one of their 1 out of 10 times. And Indiana played, like, Curtis Rourke. I was a little bit nervous when he was awful.
Yeah,
especially.
the defense played okay.
so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, people are bitching about the college football playoff. Can go fuck off.
It's more football. Who cares?
Not only that, but guess what?
Hasn't he bitched about it for like years?
No, I bitch about the conference
he bitched about
realignment.
it.
I love the
Okay.
playoff.
Yeah, the playoff.
Guess what? The games we watched this weekend, which weren't competitive, I'm not going to pretend that they were like some awesome games. They would have been Tennessee and Ohio State would have played in the fucking Peach Bowl,
Yeah.
and 30 guys on each side would have opted out.
Right.
Right.
What are we talking about?
And it's year one. Like,
It's year one.
let them fucking shake
They'll
some things
figure out. I mean, if they
I
had
do
done
think the conference champion bye thing is stupid.
Oh no, it's so stupid because
Yeah.
I was looking at it last night. Here, I'm gonna pull it up. The way they did the seedings was very, very dumb. And if they, which again, it's year one, so they're gonna hopefully figure it out and see what they can do. But what was it? What was it gonna be? So if they had seeded just purely based on best 4 teams, it would have been Notre Dame versus Clemson first round, which, okay, Notre Dame probably wins that game, but that whatever.
A better game.
That's a 5-12 matchup. It would have been Ohio State versus Arizona State. It would have been Tennessee versus SMU, and then it would have been Indiana versus Boise State. That would have been more competitive.
Mm-hmm.
So like that, and then the 4 teams that deserve a bye would have gotten a bye.
And they could fix that like next year, right? Or how? Like, does it take 2 years or something?
I know that they're locked into the 12 teams for 2 years. This being the first year. I don't know if they can change the rules. I mean, if they can, they will, because that it is stupid. Like Oregon got screwed in the setup. Like it should have been a reseed.
So screwed.
So screwed. But yeah, it's and it shouldn't have been. Yeah, Arizona State and Boise State, who, you know, I'm not saying they're bad teams, but like they shouldn't be bye teams.
No. You should I can't remember where I heard this, but they should like call your shot. Like you get to play who you want.
Yeah, do a draft. That would be so awesome.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Do you, who? How many teams could win it?
I think there's probably 5. I think it's Oregon, Ohio State, Georgia, Notre Dame, Penn State, and Texas. So 6.
6.
I could see those 6 teams winning it all. I don't think that. Yeah, I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
No
there is no
disrespect.
Alabama.
Yeah, no disrespect to Boise and Arizona State, but
Yeah, I think Arizona State might be able to win.
yeah,
The whole thing?
No, not the whole thing, but I think they could
This
beat
week?
Texas. Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they could.
Could happen.
Texas had not like the most impressive resume,
Yeah.
but yeah, this is college football. The people care more about complaining online than they do about the sport.
Yeah. Like I get
wanting to
Lane.
watch
Like
the sport.
I get Lane.
I mean, I
Like,
had fun
he's-
watching that game.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Like Lane is just advocating for his team.
Yeah, but then Tennessee got worked and he went silent.
Yeah.
Like, what do you gotta be consistent.
Same with Feinbaum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was getting smoked.
And again, I'm not going to disagree. If your argument is there are only 5 or 6 teams that could realistically win a national title every single year, I'm not going to disagree. I understand how college football works. The alternative is bowl games that mean absolutely nothing with everyone opting out. We had guys opting out of the Rose Bowl 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? I would still rather have, even in a blowout, I'd rather have both teams having all their players trying to win a game and having real stakes involved. That's it.
Agreed.
I don't give a fuck if it's a blowout, as long as you have a game that actually means something.
And this is the first run of this. We will have a year where it's like you have that group of 5 team that is the 12 seed that does something incredible and everyone remembers it forever. So it's gonna come good eventually. Like this first round it wasn't it.
And the home playoff games were electric.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was a great
The
thing.
atmosphere. That's what my biggest takeaway. The atmosphere at these places looked absurd.
Yeah.
I mean, that Friday night game at Notre Dame
Was awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
awesome.
Yeah. Daunted.
Yeah.
I wish that were a better game.
White boy Rick had a tough go. I mean, that punt by Signetti was such pussy.
I still can't believe
I
it. I
can't-
think about it like once a day since it happened.
he accomplished what he was going for, is having the loss that didn't look as bad in the box score
Yeah.
weekend. You lost by 10. Everyone else lost by more. It's like, but if you watch that game,
It wasn't
a
even
10
close.
point game.
No.
Yeah, from the rip, that 98-yard was like, oof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I felt bad for Max. Had him over. Max and somebody else had him over 120.
Yeah.
So he started the game with a 98-yard run and didn't get there.
He had like 5 runs backwards.
Yeah.
Oh,
He like started with 98 yards. He was down to like 85 yards.
Yeah, I
at one
think
point.
I think he finished with like 92.
no.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. All right, anything else?
No, so Thursday, you guys going to do a Zoom?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll
All right,
do
I'll be
Zoom.
doing PMT, so I probably won't be able to join, but I'll try to. We'll see what works out.
It's all right. I mean,
Yeah.
there won't be a ton of material change.
And then I
would
can't
say.
believe you guys are going to the Packers game.
I know.
That's
Us,
crazy.
yeah.
I'm gonna see how many Portillo's burgers and beefs it takes me to be happy, and that's gonna be how can I just eat myself so full that I don't care about numb to everything else.
Wear a big coat and
Yeah.
funnel him into the stadium.
Yep.
Did you see that Devontae Adams quote
No, what do you
last
say?
week? He went on Kay Adams' show and he's like, "Yeah, when we played the Bears, we weren't worried about winning. We were just worried about how crazy we were going to go off."
And then like the trick play, Ben Johnson got the idea from the Bears-Packers game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because the Packers did it on accident, but they're like, yeah, I think Ben Johnson's like, wait,
That's interesting.
a fake fumble.
Yeah.
Everyone's
Yeah.
going to bite. And
Yep. Touchdown.
It worked
Yeah,
perfectly.
Jonathan Owens, tough day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But like he's
Not a good team.
yeah.
Just not a good team.
No, just not.
Not good at football.
That's what's hard. DJ Moore's got to.
Yeah.
They got a lot of problems.
Yes.
Yeah. Sweat. Like nothing.
that's a big fear of mine.
He might be injured, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
been. Yeah,
well then just shut him down. Who
I,
cares?
the draft, the first 3 picks, we're gonna have 3 picks in the top like 45.
Yeah.
They just better say line next to him. I
Yeah.
don't care if it's
Yeah.
offensive line, defensive
Yeah.
line, just line.
Yeah.
That's what I was
All
like.
that matters.
I was tricking my brain into thinking that the Bears were just a line, probably both sides, but at least the offensive line away from they're so much farther than that.
But I don't care. Just draft like if we go out of the draft and it's like we have 9 picks or whatever the actual number is, and it just says line next to all of them, I'm like, great.
No Ivy League guys.
No Ivy League guys.
Yeah.
Maybe in the 7th round.
Yeah.
That's where projects are drafted, not the 3rd round.
Right.
3rd round, you need them. A good draft, a 3rd round pick is someone who's
Can help
going to
you.
be a starter.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
A third rounder is not walking in and looking like a turnstile like he has.
I actually think in that the Vikings and the refs took it easy on him too.
Yeah.
Probably.
You know?
And I saw that Braxton Jones did not get like severely injured. You guys see that update?
The ankle?
Yeah.
That wasn't that bad?
Yeah, so it's not like I think there was worried there was Achilles or there was nerve damage or but I think it's just broken, so it's not going to be next year as well. So
That's
that's
good.
Good.
That's really
Because that is one less thing that we have to
Yeah.
try to fill.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
when he went down, I was like, oh, cool. We're going to have 4 new offensive linemen?
Yeah. I'm like, there was never really doubt, but I'm officially Tevin Jenkins. I'm out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm out.
Yeah, you need 3 new.
Yeah. Like, 3 new.
Yeah.
He can be like
Nothing.
your swing guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why have they not brought anyone in? Why have they not tried anything at center for Coleman Shelton?
I don't know.
Well, he's on an IR now too.
Yeah, that's another one. We gave up a pick for, what's
Yeah.
his name, from the Bills.
Bates.
Bates.
Yeah.
That was another. I mean, we just a lot of misses. Caleb is great. A lot of misses. A lot of
Yeah.
misses.
Yeah. So Poles is out.
But probably not because the Bears are stupid.
Yeah.
And Kevin Warren's probably like, I got him in my back pocket. I don't want to bring in someone that I won't have in my back pocket.
But that's why I kind of want Vrabel, is because I do think Vrabel could do like the RE Gold where he comes in with a paintball gun and just blasts it.
Yeah, no. If we get Vrabel, I'll be very excited. It's
Yeah.
not. I'm not. It's a 1A 1B situation
Okay.
for me. I just would prefer Ben Johnson if I was given. If you said you could take anyone right now, I just think it's the OC thing. Although who was talking? Oh, it was White Boy Rick. He's like, I want Ben Johnson because I'm so sick of getting a defensive coach and then having our OC get hired or fired.
That has
and,
literally
and
never
Chief
happened.
and I were just like,
What?
hired, and we're like, dude, what? Like
Catsy kind of.
that would be an incredible move if we get if our OC was so good he got poached away.
I suppose
guess-
Nagy got poached back by the Chiefs.
Like being
Yeah.
scared of that situation is insane.
Yeah, it's not it.
It's not going to happen.
No. It's not.
No.
It's not.
Okay.
All right. That's a stretch. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Thanks for watching. We will be back
holidays.
Yeah, Merry
Thursday.
Christmas, everyone.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. We'll be back Thursday night after the Seahawks game. We'll see you then.